Hey guys, welcome back from our holiday break. There are a couple of matters to discuss really quick. Eric, on the 21st you did not, well, technically you did put out a video, but it was just text. And Jordan, you didn't put out a video on New Year's Eve. But, in the spirit of the holidays, I am letting you both off the hook. You can punish each other if you want, and if you do choose to punish each other, you have to take each other's punishments. But, I'm going to be nice because this video might go up late. So I'm hoping that if I'm nice, you'll be nice to me. And I'm letting you guys off the hook. We'll start the new year with a fresh slate, and we'll go from there. Also, I know that I said this video I was probably going to do sort of a montage from my Texas trip, but I haven't been able to cut all that footage together yet, mostly because I've got like 6 hours of footage, and I have to condense that into a 5-minute video. Okay, so tonight, I went and saw 2001: A Space Odyssey for the first time with my family, and it was awesome. It was on like the big XD screen, and my reaction to that movie was just kind of like, well, let me show you. What's going on? What is happening? And then it all kind of ended with a brain explosion. I guess this is sort of a review, and there are sort of going to be spoilers, but trust me, I could talk about this movie for hours, and you would still have to see it to understand what I'm saying, and I will ruin nothing. So, I'll be honest and say that I've never read the books, any of the Arthur C. Clarke books that they are based on, but I've heard that the books are awesome, and now that I've seen that movie, I really want to read the book. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen this movie, but it is insane. So the movie starts out with the dawn of man, and it begins with what are technically apes, and there's this monolith that comes out, and it... Okay, again, I'm trying to condense this review into 5 minutes, and I could talk for hours and hours about this movie. But basically, it starts out with the dawn of man, and like when the movie very first opens, it's with a bunch of apes just kind of roaming around at the beginning of time, I guess. But what's weird is you watch them evolve. They learn to use tools, and they learn to hunt. And there's this monolith that crops up later in the movie. That's behind all this, and it's this really weird mystery, and you're trying to figure out what's going on. This is one of those movies that it kind of, you spend the whole movie trying to figure out what's going on, and even at the end you're still like, what the hell just happened? Now, I guess what you could say the main part of the movie centers around this mission to Jupiter, the space mission, and 5 astronauts that go. 3 of them are in kind of a deep freeze. There are 2 other astronauts on this mission named Frank and Dave. And then they have their computer, the HAL 9000. It's a computer model that kind of guides the ship. It does all sorts of things. It keeps the guys in the deep freeze alive. It keeps the ship on course. It does 1,000,001 things. But at some point, for sort of unknown reasons, it starts to fail, which is weird because the HAL 9000 series had never failed before. And so it was unprecedented, unheard of, and the astronauts weren't sure what to do. The odd thing is that the HAL 9000 was able to do everything that a human mind could do, but it could do it even faster and like better in essence. And sort of because of this, it develops emotions in a way. A lot of what happens later in the movie is based on pride, the pride of the computer, which is a weird thing to talk about. The bits with HAL focus a lot on AI, which is something that Jordan talked about in, I believe, his last video. And further on, like the very end, people have criticized the very end of this movie, saying that the last 20 minutes or so are kind of like an acid trip, and it was put into the movie because during this time period it was an homage to the kids who would like take acid and trip out, so they could come in, take acid, watch this, and just have the time of their lives. And I mean, some bits of that did drag on for a really long time. There's just like lights and colors flying by. But basically there's a lot of ways to take this movie, and again, I could talk for hours about like the artistic things that went into this. There are 2 very distinct interpretations that I got out of it. One from my dad and one from me. Quick version. My dad's, the monolith is kind of an alien intelligence. It's another form of AI, but a higher being AI that we don't entirely understand. And it forces humans to evolve. If you see the end of the movie, you'll kind of understand where he's coming from. To me, the monolith represents the mystery of the universe, and at the end it shows that we're still infants when it comes to the universe, and we're trying to understand its mysteries, and we're pushing so hard to figure out what the world is and the universe is all about, but no matter what we try, we're never going to be able to. Hopefully, Eric, I will see you on Friday. This video might not go up on time, and I hope you guys take pity on me like I took pity on you. So, Happy New Year, guys. Glad to be back and excited to see your videos.